New York is the place to be for bagels, and everyone has their favorite spot. I'm Henry Rosoff, and I love bagels. And now I'm trying every bagel I can get my hands on, one schmear at a time, and seeing how they stack up. Join me on my quest for New York's best bagel. And welcome into the Pix 11 Streaming Center. I am Henry Rosoff, and I thank you once again for joining me on my personal quest to find New York's best bagel. Today, we've got a great episode planned for you. I was able to do one of the tastings out in Queens in the field the other day, an absolutely stellar spot. But let's start with our very first live tasting. Of course, if you have a tasting for me to try a bagel shop, best bagel at pix11.com. Again, best bagel at pix11.com. We're going to start today with Liberty Bagels. They popped up all over Manhattan after being founded in 2018. And they've got lots of shops. They've got one particularly famous bagel. But as we've been promising the last few episodes, let's get right to the bagels. Let's bring in the bag and let's show off the bagels. And then we'll talk about that one particularly special bagel. So unwrapping it here, we got the two bagels. They didn't wrap this one. Put it on a napkin. Bag out, unwrapping the bagels. We got our everything with our scallion cream cheese. We'll go over the rules in just a second. Wow, that's a big bagel with lots and lots of cream cheese. There's a look. We do got the double seed coating. That's a must for us here. The cook looks pretty solid. We'll do the break open here. Lots of cream cheese, kind of a whipped consistency to the cream cheese. Actually, the other shop I'll show you in Queens did the same thing. Interesting. And the head size measurement, yeah, that's about as big as it gets here. I mean, that's a big New York bagel, and we love our big New York bagels here. And the plain, you do see a little bit of a lighter cook, a distinct bottom, and a top. Again, Liberty Bagels, if I can show you my picture that I took of the shop when we were over there this morning. There it is. There's a wide shot of Liberty Bagels inside. We went down to their Wall Street location, but again, they have several different locations. And you'll notice the bagel that they're famous for featured prominently on that wall display right there. And without further ado, we have some special guest judges who are going to show us their famous bagel. Come on in, guys. Oh, come on, get closer than that. So this is Hank and Huey. These are my fellow bagel enthusiasts. Come on up, Huey. Are we going to try a rainbow bagel, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So let's lower the mic just a little bit there. There you go. Say hi, Huey.
No.
No. Okay. You're just here for the bagels. Okay, we'll rip this in half, and you can each try the rainbow bagel. So it's supposed to be slightly sweet with a little bit of a vanilla taste. Do you get vanilla, Huey? No? You're not getting a vanilla flavor there?
No.
Yeah? Do you like it, though?
Yeah.
It's good? It's good? You like it, Huey? Okay. Thanks, boys. Why don't you leave these here so I can show everyone the rainbow bagels. But thanks for helping me with my tasting.
I want another taste.
You want another taste? Okay. Come on. Get another taste before you get out of here. You're always hungry, aren't you? Okay. All right. And so if you guessed at home, yes, those are my sons. Let's go over the rules here as we taste our bagels, including our rainbow bagel. We score all these bagel shops on a scale of 1 to 10 bagels. Our main tasting, although we have a special rainbow bagel today from Liberty Bagels, is a everything bagel with scallion cream cheese. We also get the plain bagel for ripping and tearing. We don't do toasted just because we're schlepping these all across the city, in this case with my family. And without further ado, let's get into our everything with scallion cream cheese. It's going to be a mess, I can tell, from Liberty Bagels. Yep, that was all cream cheese. Let's try that again. Let's try to get some of the bagel. I gotta say, not getting particularly strong flavors out of here. Like the seed coating's pretty good here. Scallions don't taste particularly fresh. The whip texture's interesting. I'm just not getting a lot of good, strong flavors. Let me hollow out the plain here like we do. The texture does look nice. And this may have been the messiest bagel I've ever had on this show so far. Let me get into it a little bit. It is a nice inside texture. More on the dense side, and the way you know that even before biting in is you're not seeing any mixture of big air pockets in there. And the cook, we're not getting really a crunch on the outside. yeah, nothing to speak of there, and that's what I tasted as well. Back to me. One more bite, and then I'm going to taste the rainbow. It's kind of a taste the rainbow bagel, and we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I mean, just at the end of the day, I'm just not getting particularly good, strong flavors from it. You're not getting a crunch or a pop. I am curious about their signature bagel here. I get a little bit of vanilla, guys. I get a little vanilla. I definitely am getting sort of a distinct sweeter vanilla flavor here. One more look at the bagel, and then we will render our score. So here is the bagel from Liberty Bagels. Number of yeah, that's a really different, interesting taste actually on the rainbow bagel. So I will say that was probably the most interesting part of this experience. I'd be interested in maybe getting that with some cream cheese or something next time. But as things stand now, the rainbow bagel brings it up a little bit. I know that that's generally not part of our scoring, but I know that's really the distinct thing about here. A little bit underwhelmed with everything else, to be perfectly honest. We're going to go with a 7. You know, there's nothing bad. I will almost never say a bagel is bad, but, you know, it's just okay. I don't know what else to say about it. Just okay. Again, if you have a bagel to recommend, that's bestbagel@pix11.com, bestbagel@pix11.com. And when we come back, we are going to check out a bagel shop over in Middle Village, Queens. It's been highly recommended by a number of people for a while now. I was highly impressed. A great example of a classic New York bagel. I hope you'll stick around with us for one more tasting. And welcome back into the Pix11 Streaming Center. I am Henry Rosoff. Thank you again for checking out my quest to find New York's best bagel. Cheers to you, and if you have a bagel shop to recommend, go ahead and send us an email at bestbagel@pix11.com. That's bestbagel@pix11.com. All right, so we just tried Liberty Bagels, home of the famous Rainbow Bagel. Honestly, the Rainbow Bagel was maybe the most interesting thing about that shop. I suppose there's something to be said for that. The Everything Bagel, we were a little bit underwhelmed here with our guest tasting and all. And now we're going to try a different shop that's been getting a lot of acclaim out of Middle Village, Queens. A lot of people call it the best shop in Queens. I've been meaning to get there for a while. It's not easy to get to because it's not really particularly close to the subway, although you can take the bus there. I was over in the neighborhood not too long ago and was able to try it. And I hope you enjoy this review because I certainly enjoyed eating the bagel. Just got the bag right here from Middle Village Bagels. Let's open it up and give this one a try. So there's 3 bagels in here, one from my fabulous photographer, Keith Lopez, who was nice enough to schlep me around Queens to try this local neighborhood place. And this first one appears to be our plain for purposes of ripping and tearing. A really nice solid cook. It's a little bit warm. I wonder if it just came out. We'll set that one aside for a moment. And then I believe this is my photographer Keith's cooked bagel. We will set that aside. He does an egg everything with just a little bit of butter. Not too much. Don't let it be dripping off the bagel is what he told me. Napkins. I really do appreciate napkins out here in the field. And our main tasting bagel would be this everything bagel here. Let's first start by showing you the seed coating. So not too many seeds, pretty heavy on the sesame, but on both sides. Seeing now across the 2 bagels, a nice cook on the bottom. Let's open it up and give you a view of that scallion cream cheese right there. Really good amount of cream cheese. Do the head measurement size. I would call this a medium to small sized bagel. And without further ado, let me set one of the sides down. And let's take a bite. This is an excellent bagel. It really is. The cook is very good. Maybe a little bit darker on the top, but I'm nitpicking at this point. This is going to be a very good score. The cream cheese appears to be kind of whipped, which you can see in consistency. Let me get a sip of coffee here. There you go. Here's the logo, Middle Village Bagels. Again, a really reputable neighborhood joint. Pops up on a lot of best bagel lists and is living up to the hype so far. One more bite from the everything bagel, and then we're going to go ahead and rip and tear the plain. I mean, the flavors from the scallion cream cheese to the texture of the cream cheese itself to the inside of the bagel. I know that I said, you know, the seed coverage seemed kind of mediocre, but it gets the job done. I'm getting the sesame and the poppy and I see maybe a little bit of onion on the outside. Really, really nice tasting bagel. Let's get the plain over here to rip and tear. So again, here's the plain bagel. And this one it's a little bit, I'm excited. It's a little bit warm, like it may have just come out. I didn't notice that when I was in the shop. Had to wait on a little bit of a line to order, but it moved pretty quick. No real complaints there. So there's the inside. You see the nice air pockets, but still some density. Let's do the old dig out test. Here we go. Oh, and it's pulling right apart. And that's an excellent balance of the chewiness and the denseness. Let me try a little bit of. Wow, I am very impressed. Very, very impressed with this bagel. This one has been recommended to me by a number of people a number of times, and it is living up to the hype. Can I speak for a living? Let's get one more bite on this, and then I think we're going to score it. And really, really good. Really, really good. This, I would say, and I'll show you the part that I haven't totally mangled yet, is easily the best example of a classic New York style bagel that we've had on the show so far. And what do I mean by that? Well, Apollo bagels, for example, are only, I dropped something, I don't even know what that was, are only 10. They do kind of a sourdough starter. They're kind of a new upstart place. This is a really old school style New York bagel, and easily the best example that we've seen of it so far. I'm just trying to decide if I want to go 9 or 9.5. You know, why hold back? This is really good. My one nitpicky criticism that maybe stops them from being a 10 is the amount of seed coating, and the cook could have been this much better. But we're going to go with a 9.5. This is a really, really excellent bagel from Middle Village Bagels. Highly, highly recommend if you are over in that part of Queens. And that'll do it for Middle Village. And back here in the Pix11 streaming center, it really was an excellent bagel. I'm looking forward to updating our leaderboard and sliding Middle Village Bagel in second place, right below Apollo. We are truly cruising along and have had some excellent bagels on this quest to find New York's best bagel. I thank you once again for joining me here on this episode of New York's Best Bagels. I thank my family for coming in and guest tasting the rainbow bagels. That'll do it for me. And until next time, I hope you enjoy the bagels in your neighborhood.